Did you know that Crater Lake National Park might soon close to the public? That's not a typo. One of America's most iconic natural wonders, a place that's drawn adventurers, stargazers, hikers and poets for over a century, could be on the verge of shutting its gates indefinitely. The reasons are still unfolding: environmental strain, wildfire risk, staff shortages, and the long-term impact of millions of visitors. It's not official yet, but the conversations are real, and for now, the clock is ticking. Which means one thing: if you've ever dreamed of visiting Crater Lake, now is the time. In this guide, we're breaking down everything you need to see, do, and experience at Crater Lake National Park before the opportunity disappears. From the best hikes and photo spots to unexpected local legends, we're not just covering the basics, we're giving you the kind of trip that you'll remember long after the park signs come down. And stay with us, because there's one viewpoint most people skip, and it might just be the most magical place in the entire park. Let's get into it. Let's start with what makes Crater Lake unlike any other lake in the world. First, it's deep, the deepest lake in the US, and one of the clearest on Earth. Formed nearly 8,000 years ago when a volcanic peak collapsed into itself, it's now a perfect blue mirror, surrounded by cliffs, forests, and mystery. And that color, it's real. There are days when the water glows an impossible shade of blue, so pure and so vivid that it almost looks lit from below. But Crater Lake isn't just something to look at, it's something to experience. And it starts with the Rim Drive. This 33-mile loop is the main scenic road around the lake, open seasonally and dotted with more than 30 pull-offs and lookouts. Each one offers a new perspective, from sweeping panoramas to close-ups of the caldera walls and the impossibly still water below. You can drive it in a few hours, but the real magic happens when you take your time. Sunrise, golden hour, a sudden clearing after a storm. This lake changes by the minute. Don't just check it off, let it unfold. And if you really want to get close, there's only one way: hike down to the water. That means taking the Cleetwood Cove Trail, a steep switchback path that drops 700 feet down to the lake's edge. It's the only legal access point for swimming, and the water? Cold, clear, electrifying. You haven't really visited Crater Lake until you've stood at the bottom, toes in the volcanic sand, looking up at the walls that once held a mountain. If you're up for more adventure, consider booking a boat tour, available seasonally from Cleetwood Cove. These ranger-led rides offer a rare chance to get on the water itself, circle Wizard Island, and hear stories about the lake's geology, ecology, and indigenous significance. And speaking of Wizard Island, yes, you can hike it. This cinder cone rises 763 feet above the water and offers one of the most surreal hikes in the park. You'll need to take a shuttle boat and plan for a few hours, but once you're there, it's like walking through a myth. Lava flows, twisted pines, silence broken only by wind and birds. And when you reach the summit, you'll look back across the lake and realize just how unreal this place really is. Of course, you don't have to hike to have a powerful experience here. Some of Crater Lake's best moments happen when you're standing still, like at Watchmen Overlook, one of the most popular and most rewarding viewpoints along the Rim Drive. There's a short trail here that leads up to a historic fire lookout, where you'll get a full panoramic sweep of the lake, Wizard Island, and on clear days, even Mount Shasta in the distance. Come at sunset. Stay past dark. Because Crater Lake is also a designated dark sky park, and on a moonless night, the stars feel infinite. It's one of the few places left in the US where you can still see the Milky Way with the naked eye. No filters, no noise, just 1,000 pinpricks of light over an ancient volcano. But if you're looking for something quieter, more personal, follow the Rim Drive east to Cloudcap Overlook. Most visitors skip it, that's your advantage. Perched over 1,800 feet above the lake, this viewpoint offers a less crowded, more introspective perspective. The wind hits differently here, the silence is deeper. The view is humbling. It's a reminder that this isn't just a pretty place, it's a sacred space, one that's been revered for thousands of years. Long before it became a national park, Crater Lake was, and still is, a spiritual site for the Klamath people. According to oral history, the lake was formed during a battle between two powerful spirits, one of sky and one of earth. When you stand at the edge of the caldera, you feel that energy. The weight of time, the sense that something bigger is at work here. It's why so many people leave saying the same thing. It didn't feel real. But Crater Lake isn't just views and vibes. There's wildlife too, if you know where to look. In the meadows and forests, you might spot deer, elk, porcupines, or even black bears. Along the trails, chipmunks dart through pumice fields and birds call from the trees. And in late summer, wildflowers blanket the slopes: lupine, paintbrush, monkey flower, all blooming between patches of snow. For hikers, there's more than just the rim. Try the Garfield Peak Trail, a 3.5-mile round-trip climb from Crater Lake Lodge that offers one of the best panoramic views in the park. It's moderately steep, but every step brings you higher into the sky. Or if you want something gentler, the Discovery Point Trail is a favorite. An easy walk that follows the rim west from the lodge, offering constant views and perfect picnic spots. And if you're visiting in winter, the park transforms. Snow can start as early as October and last into June, but when it comes heavy sometimes, over 40 feet per year. And with that snow comes silence, stillness, beauty beyond words. Rim Drive closes, but cross-country skiing and snowshoeing open up a whole new world. Park rangers even lead free guided tours through the snow-draped pines, and it feels like walking through a fairy tale. Just you, the crunch of your boots, and the lake blue, frozen, endless. Now let's talk about where to stay. Inside the park, you've got two main options: Crater Lake Lodge and Mazama Village. The lodge, built in 1915, is perched right on the rim and books out months in advance. But it's worth it for the sunrise alone. Mazama Village is more casual, with cabins, campsites, and a general store, and it gives you easy access to southern trails and forested drives. Outside the park, the town of Prospect offers cozy inns and historic hotels, plus access to waterfalls, river trails, and local diners full of stories. Wherever you stay, book early. Word of the potential closure is spreading, and demand is already surging. So, what should you do if this is your first and maybe only visit? Here's the quick hit list. Drive the full rim. Hike Cleetwood Cove and touch the water. Watch sunset from Watchmen Peak. Stargaze from Cloudcap. Take the boat to Wizard Island, if you can. Walk a quiet trail. Sit, listen, look. Feel the weight of a place that might not be here forever, because that's what makes this moment so important. Crater Lake has always felt timeless, but nothing lasts forever. Whether it's environmental changes, political decisions, or simple wear and tear, the truth is, access to places like this can change fast. And when they do, all we have are the memories we made while we had the chance. If this inspired you to plan your trip, check the description. We've linked up park updates, trail guides, seasonal travel tips, and ethical travel resources to help you visit with care. And if you want more deep dive destination guides for places that might not be available forever, hit like and subscribe. Because in a world that's changing fast, some places are worth seeing before they disappear. Crater Lake is one of them. We'll see you at the edge.